Okay. So who are some of the women that inspire you?
So that is such a hard question because there are so many of them. And I don't even know that I necessarily have, if I can name check them all, but uh, I'm incredibly inspired by women who are brave and resourceful and energized. I think they,
Yeah.
and that can be, that doesn't necessarily mean that they are famous or changing the world, although
Yeah.
some of them are, and those are the ones that I really, really love. I mean, for
Yeah.
me, women who inspire me right now, I could not get this week go by without saying that somebody like Kamala Harris doesn't inspire me. I
Yeah.
think the fact that there is a woman who's in the running for vice president of the state is
Yeah.
an incredibly, incredibly inspiring story, and one that I think for girls is incredibly inspiring. And I saw today that Michelle Obama, who had tweeted about it as well, and she had such an amazing thing to say about exactly that. And I thought that's exactly how I felt, and she put it so beautifully. Because of course, I mean, she is the queen. Of course, she put it beautifully. But she said all the girls growing up today who will be able to take for granted that someone who looks like them can grow up to lead a nation. And I thought it was
Yeah.
such an amazing way of putting it because she's right. Like in another 15 years from now, those young girls of today will take it for granted that this has happened, that this woman was
Yeah.
there and was doing these amazing things. And I love that because that is the kind of inspiration that you want in the world. Like you want role models to look up to. On the local front, I know it probably seems a little bit boring because she, everybody knows her, but Bonang for me is an amazing role model from that point of view. I
Yeah.
have worked with
She,
her over the last 20 years. She is honestly one of the most hardworking human beings I
yeah.
have ever had the pleasure of working with on magazines. She has followed me through magazines throughout my career,
Yeah.
and has always been so smart about what she brought to the party. Like she knows exactly what her brand is about. She is completely solid, completely focused, and she works bloody hard to get it right. There is no
Yeah.
overnight success with any of those women. They have put in the hours and the hard yards over very, very many years. I adore
Yeah.
her. Unati is the same. Also, absolutely love that woman. Again,
Yeah.
hard yards, many years, has got time for everybody. And right now, with Idols as her platform, again, at the moment, I think what she is doing for South African designers and local fashion labels and things like that, and really supporting South African sustainable design is incredible. Those women using their platforms to spread messages, to share the
Yeah.
love, to
Yeah.
expand the network, to open up the circle, those women inspire me. Um,
Yeah.
they really do. Another woman who I think is doing that in a very different way, and I also had the pleasure of interviewing her a couple of weeks ago, is an author by the name of Layla Saad. She wrote an incredible book called Me and White Supremacy, and it is a workbook. She calls it a workbook, and it's about how to recognize white privilege, combat racism,
Yeah.
and change the world. And what she's
Yeah.
done in this book is put a conversational spin on a very sticky subject, and she does it with such empathy and open-heartedness about her own journey and what she's
Yeah.
put into the world. I love, love, love that about her. I also love that she is trying to change the world one book and one Instagram challenge and one podcast at a
Yeah.
time. Those are the women that inspire me. They're
Yeah.
hustlers. They work hard. They put the time in. They keep their doors and their networks open to people. And I think that you also reap what you sow in those ways. Those women who are putting it out there get it back. They have to be patient,
Yeah.
but they all get it back, and they're incredibly inspiring. Those are the women for me.
Yeah.